हाँ सर, हो रही है, स्टार्ट हो गई सर।
ठीक ठीक। नहीं, तुम सब दुधारी तलवार हो। तुम सबों से
नहीं
दुश्मनी भी बुरी है और दोस्ती भी बुरी है। लेकिन
नहीं
क्या
नहीं
किया
सर।
जाए अब, जल में रहकर मगरमच्छ से डर तो होगी नहीं, चलना पड़ता है इसी में। Bisaljit was an advocate. He filed writ petitions under Article 32. What happened? As you know that the Bisaljit visited a red light area and he discussed something with the sex workers and he convinced some of them. Among them, 9 sex workers became ready to put signature on the affidavit. It means Bisaljit said that if I am going to file a writ petition on behalf of you, court will not take cognizance. It means some of them you have to consent that all of you are interested. All of you want to go from here. That's why point is that was the important point. So Bisaljit was an advocate. He visited that area and and took signatures of some of the sex workers and he prepared 9 affidavits. He prepared 9 affidavits and with the after collection of the facts along with the 9 affidavits, he submitted writ petition under Article 32 of the Constitution of India. On what basis? His point was that according to him, in India there are 3 types of sex workers. One are the forced prostitutes. They are not willing. But due to some reasons, they have to enter in that area. Later on, Supreme Court found in several cases that even the mother, father, even the parents sold girls to the prostitutes. What happened, that especially in the Jharkhand, Odisha, what happened that sometimes boyfriend, girlfriend develop some relations. And in the guise of love, a boy come to the Delhi and generally he sell that girl in that market in that area. That's why this is the big problems. And sometimes parents think that my daughter will go to the Delhi and her condition will be something better. We were die here due to the uh, poverty. एक बार मैंने अपने वाइफ से कहा कि देखो भारत में कम से कम 40% की आबादी इस तरह की है जो भूखमरी से नीचे की कंडीशन है, जिसका कि पर डे का इनकम 20,000 रुपया नहीं है और 20 रुपया नहीं है। मतलब ये है कि 20-25 रुपया पर डे भी वो नहीं कमा पाता है और कुछ लोग भूख से भी मर जाते हैं। जैसे उड़ीसा में कुछ दिन पहले ही कालाहांडी की का मैटर आया हुआ था, डिस्ट्रिक्ट में कई लोग मरे हुए थे। झारखंड में भी किस तरह का मैटर आया हुआ था, तो वाइफ को बिलीव ही नहीं हो रहा था। कहा नहीं, आप तो ऐसे झूठ बोलते रहते हो, आप तो सरकार के खिलाफ ऐसे बोलते रहते हो, आपको भरोसा भी नहीं होगा क्योंकि आप दिल्ली में रह रहे हैं, 15,000 खर्च कर रहे हैं, तो आपसे बात करना भी इस पॉइंट पे सुटेबल मैं नहीं समझता। ड्यू टू द forced pursuit, Devdasi system, Devdasi system was going on in the guise of the religion. It was prevailing especially in the South India. Devdasi system, and Jogin system, it was something different from the Devdasi system. In the Jogin system, it was believed that some evils had attacked over the village or the family members. So how to please that evils? According to them, minor daughter should have been handed over to that evils. In that circumstances, they hand over the minor girl to the evils. What happened after handing over to the minor girl? She became concubine, and whole villagers started to make sexual intercourse of that girl. तो मेरा कहने का मतलब है, अगर देवदासी सिस्टम में अगर आप पूछें तो उसमें ये है कि भगवान की डिमांड है कि आप भगवान को खुश करने के लिए आप गर्ल को सप्लाई करें, अपने पहली डॉटर को सप्लाई करें। जोगिन सिस्टम में ये होता है कि जो डेविल हैं, जो एविल्स हैं, जो राक्षस हैं, जो भूत प्रेत हैं, गांव पर उनका अटैक हो गया है, उनको खुश करने के लिए इस तरह के सिस्टम में लड़कियों को सप्लाई किया जाता था। These are the three types of prostitutions which were going on: forced prostitute, Devdasi, and Jogin traditions. So my point is that Vishalji filed a writ petitions for the betterment of the condition of these types of prostitutes. What was the petitioner seeking direction? According to the petitioner, he said that inquiry must be conducted by the CBI. Inquiry must be conducted by the CBI. His first demand was that inquiry must be conducted by the CBI against the erring police officers. And his second demand was that rehabilitation of victims. According to him, for the rehabilitation of the victims of this melody, मेलोडी और मेलोडी में अंतर होता है, मैं भी कल डिक्शनरी देख करके सीखा हूं इसको. Melody and their children. According to second point, rehabilitation, he demanded rehabilitation of the victims. On the basis of his petitions, I have made some issue. According to the first issue, whether CBI inquiry should be ordered to investigate such offence. So what was the answer of the Honorable Supreme Court in this case? Honorable Supreme Court said that no, CBI inquiry is not feasible in this particular case. Regarding the second point, whether the directions should be issued for betterment of prostitutes, Devdasi and Jogins, Honorable Supreme Court said that yes. Whether the directions should be issued for rehabilitation of the children of the prostitutions, Honorable Supreme Court said that no need. Why no need? It means you have to make difference between the first, second issue and the third issue. In the second issue, he is demanding direction for the betterment of the prostitutes, Devdasi and Jogan. And in the second issue, he is demanding directions for the betterment of the children. If you see the difference, on the point of the second, Supreme Court said that yes. On the point of the second, Supreme Court said that no need. Why no need? Because already one case was pending. Here the separate writ petition was pending, which name of the case of the Gaurav case. Later on, I will discuss in 1997 this case was decided, and name of the case is that Gaurav Jain versus Union of India. A fourth issue was that whether traffic in human being used under Article 23 includes the women of immoral for other purposes. Court said that yes. So these are the four issues. Here the line answer is that. Now come to the fact is very clear. After that, division bench. Case was decided by which bench? Case was decided by the division bench. In the division bench, I have already written name of the two judges, but R.S. Pandian, S.R. Pandian wrote the judgment. He wrote the judgment on behalf of himself and on behalf of the justice. What was the observation of the Supreme Court? This is the most important line, and you have to write each and every time, because prostitution is not only social problem. It is not only social problem, but also socio-economic problem. What is the meaning of social problem? Also socio-economic problem. As you know that, for example, Devdasi system, Jogin system came from the society, came from the wrong norm of the society, and they have given the figure of the religion. It means once you say Devdasi is bad things, they should not be, they should be banned. People will start to oppose. No, you cannot interfere in my religion. Devdasi is a part of my religion. It means that was the social problems. Economic problems, as you know that, if you see rich people never become victim of such types problems. Generally, poor peoples become the victim of such types of problems. Economic conditions, who is ready to sell his daughters? मैं क्या बात बताना चाहता हूँ. मैं पांडिचेरी में था, मैं दुकान पे गया था, मैं प्रिंट आउट कराने गया था. एक आदमी आया अपने डॉटर के साथ था, डॉटर बहुत छोटी सी थी. अब उस व्यक्ति के बनियान में कम से कम 50 होल रहे होंगे, 50 होल रहे होंगे, लेकिन मैंने देखा उसकी बच्ची 7-8 साल की रही होगी, उसने कही कि मतलब जो भी था, अन्ना जो भी था, जो भी कहती हो, कि पापा हमें ये प्रिंट आउट चाहिए। उसने कहा कि ठीक है निकाल दो। एक प्रिंट आउट का वो 10 रुपया ले रहा था, कलर प्रिंट आउट का। मैंने देखा कि मेरे सामने ही उस लड़की ने, छोटी सी बच्ची ने, देखते देखते 5 प्रिंट आउट निकाल लिया। और उसके फादर ने एक बार भी नहीं कहा कि नहीं तुम्हें प्रिंट नहीं चाहिए, रहने दो। क्यों? क्योंकि उसको एक उम्मीद थी कि हमारी बेटी जब पढ़ेगी बढ़ेगी, इस तरह की उसको उम्मीद थी। मतलब एक इंसान को अपने पास बनियान के लिए पैसा नहीं है, कपड़ा खरीदने के लिए पैसा नहीं है, फिर भी अपने डॉटर के लिए इस तरह का काम कर रहा है। तो कौन फादर होंगे जो अपने डॉटर को बेच रहे होंगे? वे फादर हैं जो कि भूखे मर रहे हैं। उनको मालूम है कि मेरी बेटी मेरे साथ रहेगी तो ये भी मर जाएगी। एक कहावत है कि भूखा मरता क्या न करता। Person is regulated by the stomach, by the hungriness rather than mind. So that's why problem is that this prostitution is also problem of the economic condition. That's why Honorable Justice said that this problem must be considered not only the social problem as well as socio-economic problem of the country. And the next line is the landmark line you have to write in your exam. Eradication's point is that eradicating measures should be preventive rather than punitive. What is the meaning of preventive rather than punitive? Preventive means such type prostitution must be stopped rather than punished. What is the difference between preventive and punitive? Why Honorable Justice said that this must be considered preventive rather than punitive? In the case of punitive, tomorrow you will say that sex workers are also the part of the crime. They have instigated. That's why they must also be punished. It means once you apply the preventive measures, sometimes victims who is the today victim might be tomorrow criminals. Sometimes a person who was the victim may be punished. So that's why it is better to prevent such types of offenses rather than to punish the prostitutes, because prostitutes are also victims. It was said the CBI inquiry was rejected, and these are the other points I will discuss due to the shortage of the time. What was the reason why the girls comes under the category of forced prostitutes? Main reason was the poverty. Main reason was the poverty. There are several reasons. Sometimes lavish lives. Sometimes lavish lives. मैंने देखा है कि जो कई बार मैं देखा हूं कि जो बहुत पिछड़े एरिया से या मिडिल क्लास फैमिली से आकर के लड़कियां जब दिल्ली या मेट्रोपॉलिटन सिटी में जब आती हैं पढ़ने लिखने के लिए, तो कई लड़कियों को मैं देखा हूं या ऑब्जर्व किया हूं कि उनके डिमांड इतना लेविशियस लाइफ होता है तो सामान्य लाइफ अपने फैमिली की इनकम से नहीं लाइफ सस्टेन कर सकती हैं. They also becomes part of they also enter into the prostitution. They becomes habit only due to the lavish lives. They want they want in such types life, but such types girls are only in some percent, like the 1%. 99% girls who are part of the prostitutions due to the reason of the poverty. That's why Honorable Supreme Court in this case, court said that main reason of the poverty, that's why girls come under uh, such types matter. And our court said that this is prostitution is not the simple thing; it is a cancer for the society. Cancer of the society, as you know that this is the uh, most dangerous disease till now, which is known. Cancer for the society किसका और होता है रीजन कि अगर एक बार ये हो जाता है कैंसर तो कंटिन्यू बढ़ता ही जाता है. तो यही कहा जाए कि इसको prostitution is a cancer for society, and this cancer is something different. Why this cancer is something different? Because it destroys all moral values. It destroys all moral values. Because a person A human being is selling another human being. A human being selling another human being. How much his moral value had decreased? एक इंसान दूसरे इंसान को बेच रहा है. आप सोच सकते हैं कि जानवर भी अगर सेम कम्युनिटी का होता है उसका मांस नहीं खाता है. अगर डॉग जो है डॉग का मांस नहीं खाता है, लेकिन ह्यूमन बीइंग क्या है? ह्यूमन बीइंग इज रेडी टू टेक like these types of matters. That's why that point was there. Come to the Constitution of India. I have already discussed Article 23, Article 35, 1A like this. It means by using this power, Parliament has enacted CETA Act. Dear DPSP, you can read yourself. No need to discuss something again. Here I have written the CETA. What is the meaning of CETA? Because in this case, Honorable Supreme Court discussed the constitutions. Honorable Supreme Court discussed the CETA. CETA Act means suppression of immoral traffic in Women and Girls Act. In Women and Girls Act. If you go, I have observed the previous question paper of UP Judiciary. In the UP Judiciary, 10 marks come under the category of full form, writing of the full form. And CETA, they always ask what is the full form of the CETA. So that's why CETA means suppression of immoral traffic in Women and Girls Act 1956. Why it was enacted? What was the reason? Reason was that there are three reasons. First reason was that Article 23 read with Article 35. According to Article 23, right against exploitation, and under Article 35, Parliament has power to enact to punish for violation of the fundamental rights. एक बार बताएं तुम लोगों को, जितना आर्टिकल फंडामेंटल राइट के 14, 15, 19, 20, 21, 22 इंपॉर्टेंट है, उससे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट आर्टिकल 35 है. तो आर्टिकल 35 को कभी इग्नोर मत करना, तुम लोग पढ़ लेना सीरियसली. The reason was that Article 35 and another reason was that International Convention in Newark 1950. If you open the Baer Act of the Suppression of Immoral Act 1956, in the preamble, it has been clearly written that Parliament is going to enact this particular act in pursuance of, in compliance of International Convention in Newark 1950. इंटरनेशनल कन्वेंशन इन न्यूयॉर्क. देखो वर्ल्ड भी कितना इसके प्रति अवेयर था कि वर्ल्ड में जैसे सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर खत्म होता है, वर्ल्ड में एक कॉन्शियसनेस होता है ओपिनियन का, और कई कंट्री ने मिल करके प्रोस्टिट्यूशन को खत्म करने के लिए एक इंटरनेशनल कन्वेंशन को साइन करता है. इस तरह के पॉइंट को ध्यान में रखते हुए ये पास होता है. और सेकेंड कैटेगरी था to bring uniformity in the laws enacted by the state legislation. What happened once our country became independent? After that, several states started to demolish, started to destroy, started to control Devdasi system. In that category, state of Tamil Nadu, at that time that was the state of Madras. Later on it became the Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is the combination of two words, Tamil plus Nadu. Tamil plus Nadu, this is the Tamil language. Nadu means country. Tamil Nadu means Tamil Nadu is the state, according to him, according to Tamilian. Tamil Nadu is the country where Tamilian resides. So that's why Tamil Nadu. Nadu means, according to him, state, country like this. So that's why state of Madras. At that time, state of Madras, in that state, that was some part of the Kerala, some part of the Karnataka, some part of the Mysore, later on Karnataka, some part of the Andhra Pradesh. So that's why state of Madras was the first state which enacted abolition of Devdasi system 1949. So what happened? Several states started to abolish such type systems, but each and every state have something different law on that, on the point of prostitution. So there was need to enact uniform law all over the India. That's why there are three reasons. That's why the Sita Act was enacted. First reason, our Constitution of the India. Second reason, International Convention in the New War. And third reason was to bring the uniformity all over the country to prevent prostitutions of that offense. If you see the IPC, as you know that in this case, Honorable Supreme Court discussed only some provisions. Honorable Supreme Court discussed only 366A, which talks about the minor girl, and 366B, 372, 373. So, what is the difference between 372 and 373? एक बात और बता दूं, I am discussing those bare provisions which were prevailing in 1990. Nowadays, several provisions have been enacted. Several law has been declared unconstitutional. I am not going to that point. I am discussing according to this judgment. Okay? So be clear. So what is the difference between 372 and 373? 372 talks about the selling. 372 talks about the selling for the purpose of prostitution. And 373 talks about the buying. मतलब एक हुआ कि selling and buying of a minor girl for the purpose of prostitution, that is the offense under section 372 and 373 respectively. Under section 366A and 366B talks about the abductions for the purpose of the prostitutions like that country. One is in our country, one state to another state, and another is from the foreign country. So this is the difference between 366A and 366B. And another difference 372 and 373. But my point is that Honorable Supreme Court must have discussed here. Wait. Honorable Supreme Court, कहाँ भाई बगावत कर रहा है? हमें से बगावत नहीं कर पाएगा बहुत देर तक. Honorable Supreme Court must have also discussed here rape because look clear है भाई ना. Honorable Supreme Court must have also discussed the rape because in the prostitution, once you are going to use only 366A, 366B, 372, 373, these laws are not much more effective. These laws are not much more effective in comparison to the rape. So that's why prostitution. What is the purpose of the prostitution? Purpose of the prostitution is nothing except making sexual intercourse. If a person who is making sexual intercourse either with the minor under section 376 sixthly, 375 sixthly, or by another woman with the forced, that is called the rape. So why a person who is involved in the prostitution should not have been punished under section 376 regarding the rape? That's why my point is that, but in this case, point regarding the rape was not discussed. Main point was that, do you know why Supreme Court did not discuss? Main point was that main request petitioner was seeking the direction. He was not demanding interpretation of any particular law. So that's why Supreme Court in that case basically narrowly discussed these points, and the court was ready to issue the guidelines. After these Indian penal codes, we will come the Juvenile Justice Act 1986. If you see the Juvenile Justice Act 1986, so my point is that this act was enacted again and again. It was repealed in 2000. It means Juvenile Justice Act was enacted. When it was enacted, when the Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Rajiv Gandhi was the Prime Minister, that Juvenile Act was repealed and enacted in 2000 when the Honorable Prime Minister was Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee. And again, 2000 JJ Act 2000 was repealed in 2015 during the Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Modi ji. So that's why at the present time, JJ Act 2015 is going on, but case is 1990. At that time only the JJ Act 1986. That's why we will going to discuss only the JJ Act 1986. And JJ Act was drastically, this was the point. What is the purpose of the JJ Act? In that case, only two sections have been discussed. Section 13 and Section 15. What is the Section 13 and Section 15? Section 13 gives the power to the police authority. भाई टाइम हो जाएगा तो बता देना, टाइम हमको मुझे पता नहीं चलता है. सेक्शन 13.
क्वेश्चन है
5 मिनट बचा है
सर. क्वेश्चन है एक.
देखो क्वेश्चन का आंसर तो हमें भी नहीं मालूम है, हम तो बस थोड़ा बहुत पढ़ते चल रहे हैं, लेकिन अगर तुम्हारे पूछने की इच्छा है तो पूछ ही दो.
सर क्वेश्चन ये है कि सपोज कोई प्रोस्टिट्यूशन है,
हाँ.
सो तो फॉर द कैरिंग आउट द लाइक ऑक्यूपेशन ऑफ द प्रोस्टिट्यूशन उसको पनिश किया जाएगा क्या?
देखो ये बहुत बड़ा इशू है. मैं इसको डिस्कस नहीं करना चाह रहा था. हर एक आदमी का ओपिनियन अलग अलग होता है, और जैसे मैं एक लाइन बोल देता ना कि नहीं प्रोस्टिट्यूशन को आप वो करिए, आप जैसे कि एज ए प्रोफेशन के रूप में इसको विद कंडीशन के साथ लेकर के आइए, तो जितने नारीवादी हैं फेमिनिस्ट हैं हमारे ऊपर ही चढ़ जाएंगे. लेकिन प्रैक्टिकली मैं बता दूं, मैं जब भी आर्गुमेंट करता हूँ, अगर ऑफलाइन रहता तो मैं ही आर्गुमेंट करता, इसमें सेफ गार्ड होना चाहिए. माइनर को तो प्रोस्टिट्यूशन के लिए अलाउ नहीं करना चाहिए, लेकिन अगर मेजर है वॉलंटरली है तो उसको अलाउ करना चाहिए. इसका सबसे मैं प्रॉब्लम बता देता हूँ, सुन लो. अब एक ही क्वेश्चन. हाँ
यस सर, मैं ये कह रही हूँ सर, क्योंकि लाइक द इमोरल ट्रैफिकिंग एक्ट जो है, ट्रैफिकिंग एक्ट, इसके अकॉर्डिंगली अगर प्रोस्टिट्यूशन जो है वो इंडिपेंडेंटली किया जाता है विदाउट लाइक कि किसी और के फोर्स, इन्फ्लुएंस या अबिटमेंट के बिना अगर किया जाता है इंडिविजुअल लेवल पे, तो ये लीगल है.
तो के अंतर्गत.
यस सर.
अच्छा,
तो मतलब जब वो मतलब इंडिपेंडेंटली कर रही तो वो लीगल है तो उसको पनिशमेंट नहीं मिलेगा, और जब वो अंडर किसी के फोर्स कर रही है तो फिर वो विक्टिम के कैटेगरी में आएगी. मतलब मेरे अपने आईक्यू लेवल के अकॉर्डिंगली एज पर लाइक द क्रिमिनल के इसमें आने में, तो उसको पनिशमेंट मिलेगा या फिर मिलेगा तो कैसे मिलेगा, ये कंफ्यूजन था.
देखो मैं बहुत फ्रैंकली बोल रहा हूँ, तुम्हें हमसे ज्यादा नॉलेज है इस पॉइंट पर. मुझे क्या है कि तुम्हारा आंसर मैं जब 3-4 केस और बचा हुआ है उसमें मैं उस एक्ट को बहुत डिटेल में डिस्कस करूंगा सेक्शन बाय सेक्शन, तो उसके बाद मैं तुम्हारा आंसर का शायद बेटर वे में रिप्लाई कर सकता हूँ. तो थोड़ा सा भी वेट कर लो, जब मैं उस एक्ट को पढ़ूंगा तो मैं उसको बाइफरकेट करके 2 पार्ट में बनाऊंगा कि अगर माइनर प्रोस्टिट्यूट है तो क्या होगा और मेजर प्रोस्टिट्यूट होगा तो क्या होगा. और मेजर प्रोस्टिट्यूट को 2 पार्ट में डिवाइड करूंगा. मेजर प्रोस्टिट्यूट जैसे कि डिपेंडेंट है किसी के ऊपर, ब्रोकर के ऊपर है, तो क्या वो लीगल होगा कि इलीगल होगा. अगर वो इंडिपेंडेंट रहेगी तो उसका क्या कैटेगरी होगा. ठीक ना. इस तरह का हम चार्ट बना करके उसको डिस्कस करेंगे. और थोड़ा सा एक्चुअली ये वाला जो केस है हम लोग का फिलोसफिकल केस है, इसीलिए हम थोड़ा डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. तो थोड़ा सा वेट कर लेना, मैं रिप्लाई कर दूंगा. ठीक ना. इन दैट पॉइंट section 13 and 15 was discussed. Section 13 says that आवाज कुछ नहीं जा रही ना, सिर्फ मेरी आवाज सुनाई दे रही है ना.
कुत्तों की आ रही है जोड़ के.
तुम सब तो हमसे भी ज्यादा हो. तुम तो बाहुबली का डायलॉग तुम तो सुन लेते हो. कटप्पा को होता है ना कि कुत्ता हूँ सुन लेता हूँ. So section 13 says that here the police officers or any other persons, if he finds neglected juveniles, he can hand over to the board. मतलब पुलिस को पावर दिया गया है कि if he finds neglected juveniles, orphan childs, so he can hand over to the board. It means this power in the hand of the police officer is sine qua non. So this power has been given to the police authority. So what is the power of the board once police authority have submitted him under section 15? Under section 15, board has power to make the inquiry, and according to the condition Board will give the directions. Board will take the decision. So that only two sections have been discussed here. देखो भाई, आप लाइन में मजाक कर देता हूँ, तुम लोग कभी सीरियस मत लेना, थोड़ा सा प्राइम का क्लास से चलता रहेगा. Conclusion regarding the above law. This point is the very landmark point in that case. What is the conclusion in that case? Honorable Supreme Court said that this line is very important. Honorable Supreme Court said that even enactment of several law, for the example, even enactment of the Constitution, even the enactment of the CETA, even enactment of the IPC, even enactment of the juvenile justice. We have not get desired result. It means even enactment of so many laws, we have totally failed to prevent the prostitution. Why? What is the main reason? Main reason is that implementation of the law. As you know that whatever law has been enacted, that will not be effective unless and until that is implemented in the proper manner. So that's why court will in the further say that law must be enacted, law must be implemented without discrimination of religion, race, caste, sex. The point I will discuss, these points court has said that even these laws are not effective. Why these laws are not effective? What is the reason? Reason is that this is the problems. This malady is not only the social, this malady is not only the social, but it is socio-economic problems. पार्ट इसको नोट डाउन कर लेना, इसको सोशियो इकोनॉमिक अलग अलग रहेगा, करेक्शन करूंगा. सोशियो इकोनॉमिक प्रॉब्लम and therefore measures should be taken in regard preventive rather than punitive. Okay, these are the reason. It means court said that merely enactment of laws is not sufficient. Law must be implemented in proper manner. And court said that CBI investigation by CBI is not possible. Otherwise, what would be happened? Otherwise, branding will be done. Otherwise, branding, who will be victim? एक्चुअली की ब्रांडिंग नहीं होगी, लेकिन विक्टिम की ब्रांडिंग पहले हो जाएगी. विक्टिम जेल में होगी और जब उसके फ्यूचर में जब रिहेबिलिटेशन की बात आएगी तो पब्लिक को मालूम चल जाएगा कि हाँ ये प्रोस्टिट्यूट रह चुकी है, तो कोई शादी करने को तैयार नहीं रहेगा. उस लोकेलिटी में जब रहेगी तो हर एक आदमी उसको उसी निगाह से ही देखेगा. तो कोर्ट इसका कहना है कि इस प्रॉब्लम को ब्रांडिंग करने की जरूरत नहीं है कि विक्टिम कौन है. हमें इसको ऐसे सेट करना है कि विक्टिम की आइडेंटिटी डिस्क्लोज भी ना हो और हम उसका रिहेबिलिटेशन कर देंगे. व्हाट आर द सॉल्यूशन ऑफ मेलोडी? ओके, देयर आर solutions of the malady. There are four solutions of the malady. There are four solutions. First solutions I have mentioned in the enforcing authority. What is the role of enforcing authority? What is the government? What is the role of court? What is the role of public? It means role of the enforcing authorities is that court said that you must implement the law with very severe and speedy legal action. How? Severe and speedy legal actions against pimps, brokers, brothel keepers. This basis, I wanted to say that this is the statement on the basis of which in your semester exam question was asked in 2005. On this basis, the court said that enforcing authorities must take actions severely and speedy legal manner against pimps, brokers, brothel keepers rather than victims. See, here only the three persons: pimps, brokers, brothel. Victim is not here. What is the role of the court? Role of the court: court must take serious view. Court must take serious view. What is the role of the government? Role of the government is that to evaluate various measures and implement them in the right direction. Point is that in this case, Supreme Court never said that please enact something more law. No, there is no need of the enactment of the law. What is the need of the law? Need of the law is that to implement this law in the proper manner. What is the role of public? Role of the public is to conscious and play vital role to eradicate this malady. Why? Public is not ready to accept. Public is not ready to accept prostitute girl. And there are several reasons. You know, you are living the society that these are the four solutions. Like these points, come to the directions. What directions were issued by the Supreme Court? First direction was that implement the law, existing law. No need to enact the law. Law are sufficient. मैं देखा कि रेप के लॉ जब आया ऑन द पॉइंट ऑफ रेप लॉ हैज बीन इनेक्टेड सेवरल टाइम्स. Even 2013 law was amended. Even 2018 law was amended. It means even during the regime of Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Manmohan Ji and Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Modi Ji, rape law was enacted, rape law was amended, but nothing happened. Why? If you see the rape law, police always make discriminations on the basis of religion, race, caste, sex, and the most important thing is that on the economic condition of the victim. Even the public, if the victim is high profile class, everyone start to write justice for justice for justice for, and if the victim is the poor, belongs from the rural area, no one is going to take bother about that things. So my point is that even the public, even the police, what have you seen? Even the police authority, victims were sent to the jail and accused were sent to the hospitals. It is going on. I am not taking name of anyone, otherwise you will say anything. So that's why main point is that law must be implemented without discrimination. It means there should not be any caste, religion, race, caste of the accused. Accused means accused. So that is the first point. And this directions, these suggestions you can write in any exam. कोई भी क्वेश्चन पूछ दे, कोई भी क्वेश्चन, अगर सीआरपीसी का है, आईपीसी का कुछ भी क्वेश्चन पूछ दे, तुम इस सजेशन को इस केस के हेल्प से कोट कहीं भी कर सकते हो. क्या कोट करना है कि लॉ मस्ट बी इंप्लीमेंटेड विदाउट एनी डिस्क्रिमिनेशन. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ सेपरेट एडवाइस.
सो टाइम हो गया, नेक्स्ट क्लास है.
चलो ठीक है, तुम लोगों का नेक्स्ट क्लास है तो कोई बात नहीं. और अटेंडेंस आप लोगों का ऑटोमेटिक लग गया होगा. अब इसमें दो तरह से अटेंडेंस लग रहा है. एक अटेंडेंस लग रहा है जिसमें कि टाइम बता देगा कि कब आप लोग इंटर किए, कब लीव किए हैं. और दूसरा है कि जिसमें कि जो आउटसाइडर हैं उनका कट करके आएगा, और जो इन है जो आप क्लास के हैं उनका वो करके आएगा, मतलब कि सही का ट्रिक करके आएगा. तो ठीक है, चलो स्टॉप करते हैं. अभी मैं भेज दूंगा तुम लोग का अटेंडेंस सबका. ओके, थैंक यू.
थैंक यू सर.
थैंक यू सर.
थैंक यू. कहाँ से काटना है? तुम लोग काट दो, हमें काटने में थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा.
ये कौन सा है? ये तो मैम का नहीं लग रहा मुझे।